It's a beautiful day to you, our lovely and smart real estate investors, both at home and also in diaspora. Welcome to another exciting edition of Investment with Cleese Homes. Over time, we've defined ourselves as one of the most reliable real estate firm, not only in Nigeria but also in diaspora. We have offices across different nations of the world. Over time, we've been able to create a balance between an investor and also the company. We've defined ourselves with integrity, and obviously, trust is one of the currency that we hold in high esteem at Place Homes Investments Limited. We have properties across Nigeria. We have it in Ibeju, Lekki. We also have at Epe, and obviously in Songota and different parts of Nigeria. And one of the things I really, really want you to understand about this brand basically is that we spend so much money in verifying the authenticity of properties before we present them to you. On this episode, I'll also be letting you to understand that there are so many things happening in the Nigerian real estate industry, and you just can't afford to be, to based on the words the realtor is telling you or the company is telling you. You have to also invest heavily in trust, and that is why we have decided to make that give you an option of where you can invest and obviously spread your investment over the shortest period of time. Now, I'm going to be talking about property verifications and why we hold it in high esteem at Cleese Homes Investment Limited. Now, we've had several experiences with some people. We've had, complaint with several, investors, obviously in abroad. And one of the things they've been able to highlight basically is that a lot of people have invested without knowing the status of their investment. If I'm talking about the status of an investment, I'm obviously talking about the status of the landed property. Now, lands basically are categorized into two. We have the committed acquisition, and obviously we have the global acquisition. Now, so on this episode, we're going to be letting you to understand what exactly is the difference between the committed and obviously the global acquisition, and obviously the relationship between both. Now, a committed property is a property that government has earmarked for different developmental projects. Now, this project obviously is, designed to make life easy for people residing in that particular community. Such projects can be reserved for hospital, recreational parks, industries, and so much more. And global acquisition properties are properties that obviously they are partially government land, but if you should follow some due process, submitting some documents, making some files available at the Ministry of Lands in Ikeja, such property will be released to you. So it is on global acquisition that you can process excision, you can process gazette, you can process your C of O, and obviously other documents that you want the property to have. Now, also in this episode, I'll also be explaining the relationship between a registered survey and a provisional survey. Obviously, a lot of people have asked questions, and many seem to be in the dark, and they cannot clearly, understand the major difference. Obviously, there is a major difference. There are several differences between the provisional and the registered survey. So, what is the relationship? Now, they are both surveys, but I'll say they are surveys with different weights. Now, let me start with a provisional survey. Now, a provisional survey is a survey that does not have the signature of the Surveyor General of the Lagos State. And that simply means that if that survey does not have the signature, that means the survey has not been lodged in. So we can say a provisional survey is not a registered copy. I know you guys have heard about red copy, red copy. No, that assertion is wrong. It is registered copy. So in most cases, for us to abbreviate it, we call it registered, like registered copy. So if a survey does not have the signature of the Surveyor General of Lagos State, at of course Alausa, those surveys are called provisional survey. And whenever you do a provisional survey on the land, anytime you are ready to do the title perfection on such property, you will still need to get a registered survey. So I can probably tell you, or I can boldly tell you that a Provisional survey is a temporary survey. And yes, so that's the difference. Now, a registered survey is what we call regged copy, not read. So it's the regged copy. So that survey has the registration, the signature, the stamp of the surveyor general. So on your regged copy survey, you can go ahead to process the title. So most times, if you want to do property acquisition, if you want to do change of ownership, most times it is the registered copy that they have at Alausa. So government recognize the person whose name is on the registered copy as the original owner of such property. So you've now seen the reason why. Of course, you've seen the differences between the provisional survey and the registered survey. So if you have a registered survey, like I said initially, you can process any title document on the property. Now, you cannot get a registered survey on a land that is under acquisition. It doesn't matter what you have been told, it doesn't matter the amount of money they are telling you to pay. Anybody that is asking you to pay a lot of money so they can get you a registered copy on a land that is under acquisition, that person is just trying to swindle you of your hard-earned money. So we give you an opportunity. So that's why most times I usually ask people, well, what is your purpose of your investment? Are you investing? Of course, sometimes some people have told you, since you are doing a long-term investment, you can go for a provisional survey. Well, partially yes, but we are in a system where policies changes at the slightest period. In fact, policies changes when you least expect. So sometimes I do tell people, don't mice money. If you can afford a register survey, get it done, and of course, move ahead with your real estate investment. So I've been able to explain the reason, the difference between the provisional and the registered. So when can I do a registered survey on my property? Of course, a registered survey can be done immediately you are done with your land purchase, and obviously you can also, like I said, perfect the title to any, whether it's a C of O or governor's consent. So that is the difference. Now, the properties we sell to you at Cleese Homes Investment are properties where you can process your regged copy survey. I'm going to say it again. So the reason why we do advise basically to buy properties from a company that has reputation is because of the fact that on all our properties you can process your reg copy survey, which is also known as your registered copy survey. So that is one of the reasons why we usually tell people the brand selling to you matters, the exposure of the brand, and of course, sometimes their knowledge in the market will help them give you a service that will ensure the authenticity as well as the safety of your real estate investment. So perhaps you're wondering, well, can I find Cleese Homes? Of course, we have, like I said, we have branches. We have branches at Songwater. Of course, we're planning a branch also in Canada and obviously in different parts of the world. But for now, you can reach us at our head office located at kilometer 35 Enyo filling station, Awoyaya. Awoyaya is just few bus stop from Aja, so don't let the location scare you. Of course, also Enyo filling station is just 2 minutes drive from the popular Mayfair Garden. And of course, if you need any other information about our product and services, the website is www.cleesehomes.com. So you can check our website, look at the property that suits your budget, look at the property that also suits your purpose. Basically, when we do property investment, we do it with the intention of what we intend to use it for. So the purpose is also important as well. So I still remain at HRA. So of course, there will be several episodes. So we've talked about why you should invest with us. Our properties are verified. If you want to do your own due diligence, of course, most times I do encourage people to do their own diligence before they buy property. Our documents will be made available. Your surveyor can come to site. You can do your due diligence. When we talk about this, the confidence we have basically is that even if your surveyor comes, it's also going to find out that we are genuine. So you want, if in case you want to talk to us later on, you can check our social media handle on our YouTube is at Cleese Homes, at Instagram at Cleese Homes, Facebook at Cleese Homes. So we have everything you need. Thank you very much. So on the next episode, we're going to be talking about what are the dangers of buying committed lands? Of course, we're going to be talking about that extensively. But for now, we want to wish you the very best. Take good care of yourself and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel because we're going to be dropping a lot of educative, informative, and obviously our content are high opening content. So thank you very much. Have a nice day and God bless you. Bye.